Well, a very good evening, everybody, and welcome to the Ambassador Cruise Line 2025 World Indoor Bowls Championships. We're live from Potter's Resort in Hopton-on-Sea. So let's have a little look at the game for you this evening. And now we're going to hand you over to the commentary team from the BBC.
A very good evening and welcome back to the International Arena here at Potter's Resort. We've got a lovely crowd in this evening and we're here at our last match where the last of our quarter-finalists are fighting for a place in tomorrow's semi-final. So without further ado, let's bring out the players for this match. Our first player out is the current Scottish Open champion, who already this week has lifted the World Pairs and Mixed Pairs trophies. Welcome out, ranked number 7 in the world from Scotland, it's Jason Banks. His opponent is a man with 18 WBT titles, including 5 World Open singles trophies. Give it up for number 2 in the world, Scotland's Paul Foster, MBE.
Well, we've all been looking forward to this match. Last night, of course, could have been Alex Marshall against Paul Foster yet again. This time it's Jason Banks against Paul Foster. No easy run down in that little bit of the section. And Alex Marshall is with me in the commentary box to give me his words of wisdom with his good friend Paul. Fully expect him to get absolutely every shot that you call will be right because it's Paul.
I would not say that, but you know what? I'm really looking forward to this one. You know, Jason's won two events already this week, and I'm sure he'll be determined to, you know, try and win a third one. But he's got a massive obstacle in the way of Paul Foster. I think it'll be an absolute classic, and I think whoever gets off to the best start, I think, would be favourite to win the game. But you know what? Paul is just so good in the draw shot, as is Jason, but I think it's going to come down to whoever gets the wee breaks at the right time will determine, you know, the result, David.
Yes, I think the key bit is the first 2 bowls. Jason Banks, international lead at one stage for quite a while, but Paul Foster, the consummate drawer to the jack, and who's going to be forced into, as you know, the hard shots.
Yeah, you know, Jason and Paul, they're great draw players. They've got so many shots in the book, and I think you're right. Whoever gets in there first, and you know, to make your opponent play the running shots is, it's going to be critical in this match. And you know, this Paul got off to not too bad a start, but yeah, I think whoever gets in first is going to kind of dictate the first set.
Short of jack high.
Well, the green ball always sort of looks in the way in the forehand. Jason Banks just ignoring that, trying to get around it, dropping short. That's the heavy side of the rink, of course. And what sort of weight difference are we talking about?
Yeah, I think there's 2 feet of a difference between the forehand away from the commentary box compared to the other 3 hands. You know, the other 3 hands are normally the kind of, about 15 seconds, but I think that other forehand going up away from the commentary box is about at least a second slower.
Yeah, because
Gap on the last 6 inches.
When we talk for the non-bowlers, when we talk about seconds, it's about how long it takes the ball to travel 90 feet distance from the ball being delivered to its stops. And generally speaking, most of the top guys, you tell them what the seconds are before they even start, they'll be pretty good. told me it was running about 16, but I just couldn't see it.
No. You know, I think they timed it roughly 16 and a half seconds at the beginning of the event. I think all the top players know that as the game, you know, as the competition goes on, the carpet does get a bit slower, but I think they started off about 15 and a half, and I think it's down to about 14 and a half, 15 now.
Yeah, that would make sense on the lack of bend at times.
Yeah, you know what? It's what I found very strange this year. It's been like if you're on the inside line 18 inches short and you try and get through that 18 inches and put 2 feet on and you go a little bit wider, the ball speeds up a little bit, and that's been catching a lot of players out here.
Yeah, definitely heavier on the inside lines. Well, Jason in trouble here already, 3 down.
Yeah, Paul's got off to a great start.
Backhand runner available. Might be worth playing it now because he's got a front one in the way.
Yeah, he's going heavy. He's got a connection somewhere.
Wrong way.
Oh, good connection, unfortunate for Jason.
Yeah, that's the short ball problem, isn't it?
Yep. You know, especially when there's 3 down, you know, you've got to kind of have some kind of back position, but I think Paul will be going deep with his last one, and I think obviously Jason will be going harder than ever with his last one to try and move some green balls from the head.
That looks a lot heavier than he would normally drive. Yeah,
No.
that was brutal.
Well, Jason, you know, the conversation with Jason, and Jason's told me he's been practicing a lot of his heavy drives, and to be fair to him, you don't really see Jason missing many drives.
No, you don't.
You don't.
No.
He's very, very accurate. That's Paul doing a good one in.
Yeah, I think really what Paul's thinking is the 3 balls could disappear. That more or less guarantees him the shot.
Well, it's a chalker, so any connection onto the green ball that's on the white, I think Paul's ball will stay on the rink. So I think it's just a case of, you know, for Jason just to try and remove 2 or 3 balls here.
Yeah, he's got to get into that ball anyway. You know, if he wants to get the shot, he has to draw it in the forehand. But that's tough after a heavy drive.
You know, I wouldn't be surprised if Jason just goes up and tries to draw this because he's got the capabilities. You know, I think Jason's a bit like Jason Greenslade at times. He's a bit unpredictable.
Mm. Yeah, if he's looking this in the forehand, he's drawing.
Yeah,
he is. But if he wants to get the shot, he has to draw.
Tell you what, he's on a very good line here. It's all about his weight.
Oh, he hasn't pushed it, has he?
He's going to save a couple of shots, I think.
Oh, save 3.
Great shot, Jason.
That moved on a bit.
Especially after having a drive with his third ball. That's a great comeback shot there to get the second shot. And if he drops a 4, it puts the pressure on him straight away. But yeah, great shot from Jason there.
Yep, recovery ball. Looked to speed up to me. I think that's what you were saying earlier, that it was maybe you go a bit wider, you pick up just that little bit of pace.
I think Jason will be very happy with that. You know, he didn't pull at a great end, but Jason just, you know, failed 2 feet short on 2 or 3 occasions there, and just managed to sneak in to get the second shot with his last one, which I'll be very pleased with.
Rosie in her usual place.
Good start from Jason here. Took the opportunity after Paul dropping 2.5 feet short there.
Oh, that's a flatter line than normal.
Yeah, he's on the inside line as he pushed the 2 feet. Just dropping short again. A little bit too happy with that, Paul.
Yeah, his weight was good, but
just missed the line, David.
that's the line, you know.
Just
And
missed it.
it seems to be, and I was just chatting with some of the guys as well. I like that if you go on that inside line, it seems to soak up the weight.
Yeah, it does. But, you know, I've seen so many people trying to get that inside line, but if you just miss that inside line, you go sometimes 2, 3, 4 feet narrow.
Oh, yeah, very much so.
Okay, Jason. might change over and run on the forehand.
Yeah, doesn't usually waste too much time on these. Yep, controlled weight.
Is he going to hang on enough?
We'll take that.
Yeah, he's got a good result there.
Oh, it stayed in the rink. Oh, that's going to be tricky.
Yeah, I don't think he'll be playing the forehand. I don't think, David. He needs to come down the middle of the backhand on the other side.
Yep. No narrow road to this one.
He's picked a very good line here. He's played an absolute beauty. Yeah, we'll play Jason. You know, off centre line, that is not an easy shot to play.
It's going to be hard to beat.
Gap is 12 inches.
It's only a backhand draw for Paul here.
Yes, I think if it had been the last bowl, it might have been different. That's definitely inside Jason's line.
Yeah, I think he's just going to go under, I think. No, it's hanging on.
Here it goes now, though.
Yeah, just an extra 14 inches of weight. He would have been very close there.
Yep. Still on the rink. Good second. Not easy to beat. You'll be happy with that.
Yeah, Jason will be looking for a repeat of his third ball. Something similar to give him 2 shots. Yeah, he's on a very similar line to his third ball here. Doesn't look too bad either.
Yep.
Just needs to run that last 13 or 14 inches. He's just going to drop short, I think. Yeah, 1 to Jason.
One shot, Jason Banks.
Set score 1-1 after 2 ends.
Good crowd in here for this evening match. Quarterfinals are always the same. Very well supported.
Jack leg, 28 metres.
Dan Blewett is our marker for tonight. Good starter. I think it's the same for both these players. They're both such good shot players. They really don't want to be dropping short too much because they can't play that shot then with the barrier in front. You almost have to waste one to get rid of it.
Yeah, it's always good to have something 18 inches, 2 feet behind the white. Any jack movement, these balls are always going to come into play. There's not really been too many games that I've actually saw that one person's playing one hand and the other player's playing the other hand. I've always noticed that the 2 players play in the same direction, play the same side, but tonight, you know, Paul's going backhand away from the commentary box and the backhand down where Jason's going forehand.
I think Paul's really always played the backhand most of the time. It seemed to be his favoured side. And he comes off the outside of the mat, which means that the ball's going to bend.
Yeah, to be fair, I'm normally always the same. I love the 2 backhands, but you know, for some reason this year I've just could not get the the right line, and so I kind of went the 2 forehands. But yeah, it just did not work. But yeah, you've always got like a favouritism for one side of the rink, but yeah, the 2 backhands are a bit more difficult than what they've been in previous years.
Needs to hurry.
Yeah, just dropping short.
A chance to close it down with a really good one because you expect Paul to draw this.
Yeah, and a good opportunity there. Any just contact on the jack to trail it to his own 2 red balls. Really put the pressure on Paul with his third ball here, but yeah, he just dropped short. Doesn't look right yet, David. It just looks inside the line.
It looks narrow, doesn't
Yeah.
it? Would have needed
You're
a bit
not too
more
happy
weight.
with that one, Paul.
Yeah, he might have got away with it if he had been punching
Alright.
through the weight a bit, but that wasn't what he was trying to play. So
Yeah, on that line you've got to have the 2 feet of weight. You've got to be reaching. You do see it when you've not got the weight, it just the bias takes effect and it just drops underneath the jack. Jason will be looking to take advantage of that last ball of Paul's, just dropping short, but he looks very good here, Jason. If he just runs that last little bit, he's good.
he's got a big wide line on this one.
Yeah, he's put it well.
2 red.
I think I might see Paul changing over here. Do you think, David? Do you think he'll change from
No,
he's sticking?
He's still confident on that, but it's he has to be wider.
If he's got the weight, he'll hold, but if he's not got the weight, he'll just dive under.
Yep, there it goes, and it eats the weight up as well.
Just missed the line again there. I don't think his weight was
2
too
shots,
bad,
Jason
actually.
Banks.
Well, that was the key to it, really, as you're saying. That when you pull across in the tight line, it just eats up the weight and it makes it
Score
look even
3-1
worse.
after 3 ends.
Worse than it actually is. Jason looking for a long jack length. Not full length.
Jack length 27.5 metres.
Oh, what? You just have to mat up a couple of meters. So mid length. Wee bit beyond mid length. Be interesting to see how this backhand behaves, because this backhand's got 2 different runs on it, and it hasn't been terribly reliable, but he's nailed it with this.
Yeah, very good opener from Jason. When you pick that inside line, you've got to have the correct weight, and that's what Jason just did. What he just did there. Paul looks on roughly the same line as Jason. He's still not on that inside line.
Yeah, his weight just is perfect. Yeah, Jason's ball hadn't have been there. He had been right on the jack, so he knows he's got the line nailed on it.
He's able to spot it too. He forces Jason over to the forehand, which I think is the hardest hand to play on the rink. It just seems to, if you go wide, it just seems to kick on with the weight, and if you're just under it, you go that 2 feet narrow. It's a very hard side to play.
Got a good looking line here. Needs to run.
Just not going to make it, is it?
1 red.
Mid centre rink. Still, he's got 2 seconds.
Yeah, he's got opportunities here. If Jason fails here, Paul's got the ball for 3 shots, so Jason will be looking to get something else very close to the jack. Oh, he's played an absolute bomb. Well played, Jason.
Well, the only thing is they're very straight, but they will go. Probably clean one of his own out if he plays
Yeah,
it.
I think he's playing it. If he gets the outside of the red, the two red balls do go out the head. He's playing it with a lot of weight. He's actually unlucky there, Paul.
Yeah, it's a
Wasn't far
bad
away.
result. He had almost been better being off target with that one. Because if he's off target, he probably would get a better result.
Yeah, I think Jason will just stick on the forehand, and if he can get another one, he might just try and draw a shot, or he might just try and cover the back green one. But the only way the jack can go back is if he hits the front green ball onto the jack. Yeah, I think he's running for cover here.
Oh, he's waving at it.
No, he's not pushing it.
I think he's waving at it to bring it in. It's giving Paul a bit more width to play
3
with.
red.
Does cover the jack though.
Yes.
There's nothing easy about this.
Before I think Jason was looking to be past here, because if Paul gets the edge of his own green ball, he can take his own one away before, but now he's going to lock onto the red one that Jason just played. He's going quick again. He's certainly in the area.
Yeah, that's what you're saying about hitting the green ball. Yeah. He's come out of it okay, just a one down by the looks of it.
He's got second shot from that.
1 shot, Jason Banks.
Yeah, there was a bit of danger there for Paul before Jason put his last ball. If Jason was covering the back one, you know, Paul could easily have got half that green ball and went through and dropped a 4 possibly.
I think he would have drawn at that stage. He might have just drawn or tried to draw the shot.
Jet length 28.5 metres.
So Corky, you're playing tomorrow in the Masters. How do you think? How's your form, and how do you think you'll go?
I was hoping you wouldn't mention that. Sham was already under instruction not to mention it, but there's no way I was going to get away with it with you here.
You always ask the questions to us guys, so it's always good to.
I know, mate. I know.
Ask the main man in the commentary box on how his form is, and how do you think your performance will go.
Actually, been quite decent. But having said that, I've had a couple of roll-ups of 20 minutes, and I totally agree. It's a lot.
Yes.
It's just playing a lot different than normal. And I think the inconsistency is that you get one ball down reasonably close, you put the next one down, same line, you think it's the same weight, and suddenly you're 2 or 3 feet short. And that is just strange.
Yeah, it's not easy. It's not easy. But Amanda, your capabilities, Corky,
No,
I'm sure you'll work it out.
No, there's a queue already to be commentating on that match.
I would love to be one of them.
Oh,
honestly.
I know.
I would love to be one of them. Not that I would say anything bad about you.
Well, the days of me skipping against you in the international team are long gone.
It'd be full of praise, David.
Oh, yes. Yes, the old man's event, the Masters.
Paul has 4 timeouts.
I'm not in that one yet, thankfully.
You're a long way away from that. Not to bring you back from Australia for that in about 15, 20 years. I have asked for the shot clock to be moved to 45 seconds.
Well, I think Graham Robertson will be wanting it to go to a minute.
A minute, I know. Graham, yes.
Yeah, Graham's not the quickest, but he's been like that for so many years. But, you know, to be fair to Graham, he's an absolute master.
He is.
A master playing in the Masters. Yeah, it should be an interesting event.
Well, there's 4 good guys, you know, 4 doesn't know each other well, Alex. I think that's the key to it. And we had a few chats with all the guys now, and we're just going to enjoy it. That's all.
Yeah, wee Bondi, I spoke to Bondi tonight, yeah, for the first time in a few years, and Billy Jackson.
Yeah.
And they're both looking forward to it. So, yeah, it could be a couple of interesting games tomorrow.
Yeah, well, there's some talk about miking us up. That would be a danger. We'll see.
Yeah.
Now, is he close? Just holding
his
on,
own
is
red
he?
one. Oh,
Just on that.
Maximum result there.
Yeah, he put his hand up right away.
Yeah, it's not what he played. He got maximum result there, but yeah, I don't think Paul will be short with this one. He'll be going for the 2 red balls or the jack in the ditch, I think.
Yes, that could have been so different.
Paul stepping to the draw here. Just over the weight. Quite surprised at that. I thought you might have try to get the 2 balls, David, or the jack back.
Yeah, it sort of looked like it was a possibility, but just the way it's sitting at the moment, Jason's got a problem. 2 balls can disappear, but also the back position is against him. You can't cover everything.
No, I think he's got to go back. I think if Paul does get the 2 red balls, I think one green one should move, but
A difficult situation, Alex, because he could turn around and say, well, I want to come into this head because I don't want the 2 balls to disappear.
well, that's what he's doing.
Try and change the shape of it. Well, probably about as good as he could get.
Well,
3
Well, to
red.
be honest here, I think that was the wrong shot. I think Jason had to go past, because if Paul now kills it and gets Jason's ball, Jason's going to lose a 2 or a 3 here.
Yeah, I think I'm right with you, because for Paul to get the 2 balls out, they were going to crash into something. Ooh, that's the hard weight.
Oh, he's pulled on.
Yeah. He's just pulled it.
I thought he Paul would have went quicker than that.
3 shots,
Jason's
Jason
got away with
Banks.
that end, because any movement in the jack there for Paul, he was going to score at least 3-4 shots.
Set
Surprised
score
at the
7-1 after 5
not the
ends.
shot he played, just the pace he played it at.
Yeah, it was that kind of in-between shot, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Which we all say is sometimes the hardest shot to play, but I thought Paul would have went with more force there to try and move 2 of the red ones, or get the ball through or the jack through on the respot. I think Paul could have easily got 2 or 3 there.
I think the key an awful lot for these
Jack
guys is
28
they've had a lot of hours on the green. They've had a lot of competition matches like yourself. You know, you get a run and you're here all the time. And early days, it's very hard to get practice. But at the later part of this week, plenty of time. You're really fine-tuning things.
Yeah,
Like you did last year.
yeah. You know what? It's crazy at times, because you think you're going on the carpet at the same time as what you did last night at 7:30. And you think the carpet's going to play the same, but it just does not do that. It's not like that. The carpet changes from morning till afternoon till night. It's different all the time, depending on the heat, air conditioning, and the characteristics are just so different compared to what they used to be. So, I've watched all the games today, and there's been a lot of people dropping 2 feet short,
Yeah.
then going 2 feet through. There's been a lot of games. There's been a lot of great games, but there's been a couple of games that have just not lived up to what they expected.
Bit scratchy.
Expect to be.
Bit scratchy.
Yep.
Yep. And I think that's what Dodgy said too to me. He said he felt he was scratching around a bit, and Stu was the same before too, saying the same thing. That
Yeah, Stuart's been brilliant over the last few years. He's a very hard player to beat because he's so dominant with his first 2 balls. And this year he's just not done that, and that's where players have taken advantage of that. Ian Stewart, David Gourley kind of took advantage of that, played a lot of good first 2 balls. And if you're not in with your first 2 balls, the pressure's on,
yeah.
and you're forced into play these hard running shots.
Well, just need Jason to be reaching with this. I'm going to get my excuses in early, but I'm going to bring my other colleagues with me by saying that we're only really going to get about a total of an hour's practice on this rink before we play. So that's the excuse in for anybody that will be watching or commentating on it. You have to get them in early, Alex. You know what it's like, man. You have to get these things in early.
You've got to, but I think you'll be on here after tonight. I think after commentary tonight, you'll be
I
here
am
till 2,
actually.
3, 4 in the morning.
I think Billy Jackson are going on.
But I think, if you 20-minute sessions, I think is enough, because when you practice, the carpet's a lot slower, the characteristics are a lot different compared to when you actually play your match. So, but you have got to put the work in. You've got to put the practice in, keep the arms swinging, and it's always good to go out there and play well in practice, because it's good for your confidence and it ticks the boxes.
Better with this. Just under the seam of the carpet. That'll drop it back, but it's a 2. It's a nice looking 2.
2 red.
Well, Paul's in a bit of bother here. He'd love to turn the jack, but
Yeah, I think he's got to play the forehand here. I don't think that he's planted at the front the 2 green balls. They might go into the second shot, but I think he's only got the draw here. If he touches the jack, it's a bonus.
we're looking for the straightener here, because
Yeah, he's got it.
Yep, he's kicked onto
That's
it.
just
Yep.
hanging out.
You could see it 2/3 of the way down. It ball just straightened out.
2 shots, Jason Banks.
You almost leave that shot for people knowing how hard it is.
You know, to get that, I think you've
Set score
got to
9-1
be
after
absolute
6
dead
ends.
weight to get back to the centre line. But even if you have got this, you know, the exact weight, sometimes it can just sit 2 feet. Just depends on what kind of line you get at the time. That forehand, as I said earlier, it's the hardest hand on the rink to play.
Jet length 27.5 metres.
It was the guys from Coatbridge, some outdoor club in Coatbridge. I was
Yep.
speaking to the guys this afternoon, and they got the last 3 chalets for next year. It's actually sold out already for next year, so it just shows you how popular this event is. People love coming watching the bowls at Potter's Resort. It's a fabulous place here at Potter's.
Yep, they don't get. There's not many places left after this tournament is already completed now for next year. It's hard to get in. It's better from Paul.
It's more like the Paul Foster that we know.
No, it's a small gap this time.
I think what he's got to do now is just try and play 1 or 2 more balls like that, just to get his weight to go into the next set, David, and try and
Chip away at it, try and get as many ends as possible out of this. You know, I think he knows rightly the way Jason's playing that you're probably not going to pick up big counts, but you know, a bad end is always possible.
for a double.
Yep, and there's a gap there. Had it been any closer, Jason would been running at it. Might still.
Just looking to add 2 feet onto his previous bowl. Either got a connection with any of the 2 green balls.
Good second. That's what he's looking for.
That's exactly what he's just done. I think it's close for second.
2 green.
To the green.
To Paul.
Like I said, it's always possible to get a bad hand in at the moment. Jason's under pressure here. There's no real hit shot. Everything's going away from it.
Yeah, I think he'll be looking to just to add a foot on his last ball for second shot to close the set down.
Time call.
He's got a problem though. If he hits the green ball, he'll be 2 down. I wonder will he change here?
Yeah, he's changing over.
That's a brave shot.
He's back on the heavier side, so
Oh, it's going to be a struggle to get back.
he'll get back if he's good weight, that's the thing.
Yep.
He's just a little bit over the weight.
Well, he's going to lose a 4 here.
Chance for Paul.
And with 2 ends to go,
Yeah,
9-5.
9-1 up with 3 ends to go. Paul scores a 4 here. I think Jason will be feeling a little bit of pressure over the next 2 ends because I think Paul will come back very strong. Just needs to run here. Is he going to make the trip? Yeah. Dropping back.
Don't think so. No.
He just dropped short with that
3
last
shots,
one.
Paul Foster.
Paul kicked that ball away very quickly. He knew it wasn't in.
Set score 9-4 after 7 ends.
As we said earlier, David, that hand is a little bit slower than the other hand, and you could see that ball just pulling up at the end. I thought he was just going to make enough for 4 shots, but just dropped back.
I think the danger also,
24 metres.
Alec, is if you try and rest a back ball, you put the extra weight on and then you go screaming past it.
Yeah, that's what happens. You know, you've just got to try and play it with dead weight. If you're on a good line, you'll always get back.
That's going to make it hard immediately.
Correction from Paul there, adding that 2.5 feet onto his first bolt. Getting a good one in there.
Just has to be careful here. He doesn't want to have a wobbly one. Well, he can afford to lose 1 shot. Paul needing a 4.
I think he's going to run this, David. The way
Really?
He's eyeing this up on the mat. Oh, he's maybe changing his hand to the backhand. Just
Okay.
shows you that he's not confident of pinning the forehand, because everybody knows that just go that fraction high and you just do not get back. But he's not playing a good one here either.
He doesn't want to have a wobbly end here.
2 green.
Paul Foster trying to add another. And if he does add another, the pressure will be on.
Yep.
Bit heavy.
Just that higher line, David.
Yep.
As I say, that higher line
Just picking up the pace
picks
on
the
it.
pace up a little bit.
Yeah, he sort of knew it, didn't he?
Yes, 3.
Still holding
3.
3.
Wow. Just
Jason
draw.
sticking to the backhand. You'll just be trying to drop round Paul's short one here just to try and get second shot.
Well, no, he's certainly better, but
He's on
he
the
might
back of
crash
Paul, is
into
he?
it.
Oh, he's
His weight is the
just not
problem.
running. Paul, what a chance.
Oh, he's had a
What
real
a
wobbly
chance.
one here. Total
3 green.
control of the set. We're thinking Paul just stretch away and try and make it up to 8 or 9 ends. And now he's in with a great chance.
Just shows you how it can change. Jason, Paul played a really good last end to pick up a 3. And Paul's, his second ball was good, but he's, holding 3, probably drawn for 4 here, Paul. And Jason, the pressure is on.
Oh, yep. He's up enough for the 4th one. Still not
He's at
mega
it.
close, but I think Jason has to be confident that... I know
got
it doesn't
to-
get back, Alec, I know that, but,
He's got to play forehand. Got to play forehand.
even if he touches his outside ball, he's going to take 2 off.
Yeah, he's got to play the forehand. Yeah. I was actually surprised he changed after his first one, because he wasn't on too bad a line, just another extra 18 inches.
Well,
He's-
this is all about weight.
He's out on the high line.
He's coming back now, though. It's all about weight.
He's dropping back.
Oh, he's played it. And he kept it to the last one to play it.
Great recovery ball from Jason.
Wow.
To be fair, I just thought he was on the high line there.
Nerves of steel with that one.
1 shot in the first set, Jason Banks.
Almost felt when he let it go, he wasn't sure. What a bowl. Oh,
Huge ball. If dropped a 4 there.
Oh,
I think Paul would have been the favourite to win that first set. After
Enjoy yourself on a UK no-fly cruise. Enjoy yourself. There's amazing shows for you.
Enjoy yourself. There's outstanding cuisine.
Enjoy yourself. Enjoy yourself. Name's best value at sea. Enjoy yourself. Enjoy yourself. Name's best value at sea.
well, it's like all the top players. They can play every length, but it can be devastating at that minimum distance. Jason sticking to this slightly longer than mid-length.
he played that distance well last night, Jason. 27.5, 28 metres. He played it really well. So yeah, he's sticking with what he knows.
Good reply.
Yeah, well played, Paul. Yeah, that'll do Paul's confidence a lot of good going into the first end of the second set. Well played, Paul.
Definitely one. Favourite's just the one.
It's not 4 good balls.
Jason will just be looking to sit the green bowler, get any contact on the jack, but I just don't think he's making it, is it? Just dropping
Turn
short.
it over. Oh, no. Caught on the green ball.
One green.
Weight probably was pretty good.
Yeah, touch of grass. I think he would have been close for shot there, but just missed his line. Opportunity here for Paul to get another good one in and hold 3 really good shots here.
Back red one is the target. Needs to drop inside it.
Just a fraction higher. I think Jason will just play something similar here. A foot on his last one with a fraction of grass just to
It's very
sit on the
close to
green
those
ball.
two. Run.
And they're both using the inside Tiger bowl. Very well known as a good drawing bowl. Not excessive, but very popular. He's in the
Yeah,
area.
He's got the green one.
Yep. Played it well. That's a confident shot.
Yeah, Jason plays that shot very well, as he's proved in previous
One
events.
red, measure.
You know,
You can see why he's moving down the rink in the international team as well.
yeah, he's over the last 3-4 years, Jason's really come to the fore in the World Bowls Tour, losing in the final of the World Championships, winning the Scottish Open, and now he's in the quarter-final of the World Championship again. He's been playing some fantastic bowls.
Oh, Super
There's
Bowl.
a bomb from Fozzy. Oh, 2 shots. What a
Yeah.
ball.
Made the 2. He'll be looking to get a better start in this set, and he
3
has.
shots, Paul Foster.
Set score 0-2 after the first end.
Yeah, Paul's a confident player, and he's a hard man to catch when he's in front. I've kind of been in the back of that a few times with Paul. Once he gets off to a good start, he's hard to peg back at times, so you'll be looking to try and score the next couple of ends and put a little bit of pressure on Jason and try and get,
Jack length 27
try and get a
and a half
few
metres.
shots ahead and get the second set to take it to a tie break.
Yes, I think if you're going to beat Jason Banks, it's really about the draw shot. You know, that's where the pressure can be put on.
Just a little bit quick from Jason, just overtaking it a little bit. It's still a good opener.
Well, that's on the outside of the mat, as Paul Foster normally plays from. Trying to help the ball back on the bend. Looks like he's played it well.
Great shot, Paul.
Right in the middle of the centre line, that's perfect.
Sorry, Jason.
You know,
1
not,
inch.
to be fair, I've not really seen too many balls actually finishing right in front of the jack.
Yep.
They're normally just off it or just
Ball's that
above
one 9 inches.
jack level. There's not been too many balls that's finished in the centre line right on top of the jack.
Yep, that's been a topic of discussion the last couple of weeks. Tried to adjust and
Just dropped short.
2 green.
I've seen that happening so many times to quite a lot of players, just trying to take that 12, 14 inches off and just dropping short.
Gap is now 3.5 inches.
ball dropped. Yep, he's going to have to look at this, take a time out. Well, Paul here, you know,
Timeout call.
it's still pretty good.
Ball has 3 timeouts remaining.
He could play, he's playing this backhand pretty well, so he could play the backhand and just try and drop on it. If he gets it absolutely right, he could tuck it in there. Trouble with that is, if he comes off his own short bowl, it's just a target.
Yeah, target for Jason. I think Paul will come down in the forehand and try and set his second shot.
Yeah, that's what we were looking at, and that's what I was looking at and thinking, well, you want to do that too, but the danger in the forehand is if he touches the ball, but it looks like the right shot to play, but he's sticking on the backhand.
Yeah. So on a wider line.
Well, he's so far away from it this time, he's going for cover.
Yeah.
You'd never be that far away if he was trying to draw it.
Definitely a cover ball there. Well, does Jason just draw, or does he take a chance and try and open something up with his third ball here, just to try and give himself a chance with his last one?
He's looking at the backhand.
I think he's just drawing. I think, yeah, just trying to draw either the shot or try and draw a good second shot. Has he got the weight though?
Don't think so.
He's not there.
Nope. No reason bother here, because now by dropping that short, there's no running ball. He's definitely in a bit of trouble.
Yeah, I think this will be a counter from Paul here. He can shut this end off here completely if he beats his own green ball. It doesn't leave Jason much to play with his last one. On a really good line. Yeah, he's played it really well. Just got to run the last little bit, Paul. He's got a chance.
Certainly not far away from it. Oh, that's in.
It's close for third, Jason.
I think I would have 50 pence on the red one, I think, David. I think it's close, but I just favour the red.
Yeah, so one at the back, I think, is the one that's actually the closer, but this is better. He drops, he's got a chance.
Good shot, Jason. Very close for short.
One shot, Paul Foster.
Oh, one Paul Foster. He had a quick look, but I think Paul had already indicated.
Set score 0-3 after 2 ends. Jack length, 27.5 metres.
If you're over the weight there, it just won't come back early by any means. You just have to do your best with it. It's a bit of a loose end at the moment.
Two red.
Yes, Paul better this time.
Yeah, he's just going to
Correction here.
It'll be enough.
10 green.
A lot of people automatically move to the backhand now because he's got a bowl push down or rest on the green, but Jason prefers this forehand. He's sticking with it.
He's just on the underside of the line, I think.
Yeah, needs a little bit of help. I wouldn't be surprised if that's a shot.
One
but
green.
Yes, no, one green, one to Paul. Just needs to stop. Yeah, he's very close for another one if it drops in. Yeah, close for two.
Yep, very close for two. Slight favour for red for the second shot.
It's very close.
Just a fraction of grass on Jason's last one. His rate was very good. If he can just rest on Paul's last bowl, he'll score the shot here. He's on a very good line. If his weight's good, he's very close.
Oh, he's just
going to drop out, I
he's
think.
dropped out.
Yep.
Yeah, just dropped out of it.
So Paul's definitely going to get one here. Probably measure for the second one.
Umpire, please.
Well, that's very close
One
indeed.
green, measure for second.
Alan Thornhill using the calipers. It looks like it's going through. And if it is going through, then it'll be the green bowl.
Two shots, Paul Foster.
Paul Foster's getting the start that he was very much hoping for. 5-0, 3 ends, 6 ends to go.
Yes, we're very happy with the start of the second set. After dropping the first one,
Jack Lane,
starting
26
to
and
get
a
a
half
lot
metres.
better weight here, David, and I think he's starting to get his game together here. He's getting more balls in the area than what he did in the first set.
I was just thinking that it looks like he's playing his way into the match. A lot of players going down to Australia. Of course, you spend a lot of time there now, Alec, but Paul Foster and many, many others.
Yeah, I think it's great for the event that, you know, we're playing over there, the BPL. It's good. I think it's great for, you know, more international players. It makes the BPL, you know, a bigger and better event. You know, there's a lot of tremendous players over there, and I think with the international players going over there, I think it makes it that wee bit more special. But yeah, I've got to obviously thank the people over there, you know, Club Penrivers, the Moreton Bay Pirates. You know, I've been over there a lot of times representing their club, and I've got to be thankful to them. They look after me over there, and a great bunch of guys. Same with Moama, Kevin Anderson, and the guys over there, Stu White, Liam Fleming, the boss man at Moama. I've got to thank them a lot for what they do for me, and I just love it. Two great clubs and great people, and just good to be part of it all. It's done my game a lot of good. You know, I've always said that when I go over there, that's what keeps me going, and you know, the competitions over there are so fierce, and that's just what keeps me going, David.
Great ball there for Jason Banks. He just made that correction.
Jason's just under an inch. Your ball over there is 3.5 inches short of jack high.
Very close, Paul. Going to jag it off. Oh, great effort.
Still one red, but my goodness, how vulnerable is that ball now?
Nice.
One red.
Sitting very well for Paul, even although the shots against him, he's got good play here. And Jason has not got much at all. I think Jason's always just got to cover coming round the back. Just in case Paul puts the ball onto the jack, then Jason's got something behind it. But you know, it's not a good head for Jason at the minute.
He's on the backhand. Interesting. He'll certainly not be tight. Maybe just trying to beat the wide green ball. Just come around that. Well, if the ball goes out and Paul doesn't stay, and 2 shots against him, Paul can get back into the green ball, take it out, and he might just lock in for 3.
I thought Jason would have played the other side there just to get something behind.
That's what I was thinking.
Yeah. Unless he was maybe just a metre short of what he was trying to play.
Well, the Jackson thing is that the jack's not going. Oh, Paul's just already waved that it's going inside. Yeah, take the run, take the 1 shot and run away with this. Gets him on the card, changes the length.
End declared. 1 shot, Jason Banks.
Yeah, I think Paul thought he because of the front ball, he had to play it with a bit less weight.
I think he was just looking to get
4 ends.
a solid contact on the green with just over the weight to push Jason's ball through. It just dropped short on it. I mean, you've not got the weight on that line. That's
tough.
It just drops away very quickly.
Tough line. Now, what's he? He's been playing that sort of 27, 28. I just wonder, will he go a bit longer?
I think I'll go 29.5, I think.
Yeah, go the max.
Stretch it out a little bit. Sticking with his 27.5, 28 metres, I think.
Jack length, 28 metres.
It's on the seam as well. Now they are sewn and rolled as well to make them as flat as humanly possible. But over a period of time, they're bound to raise up a little bit, rise up a little bit.
Yeah, I've seen some games lost and some games won. You know, with the seams in previous years, if the jack's just over the seam and you've got 3 or 4 inches to draw the shot, if your ball's just approaching the seam and just not making the weight, you can easily just get caught in the seam, and that can do you out of a match.
Yeah, just falls back. No other way to do it, of course. You can't put the seam the other way, going wrong ways.
Exactly.
That would be just impossible. Just the way all indoor has to be.
7 inches. Cap.
He's just dropping short here, I think, Paul.
It's in.
Lucky goal, 2 shots.
Yep.
2 green.
Crept in well.
Very good.
Cap is now 9 inches.
Yeah, well, it's beatable on the draw. There's also a weight shot available, but he's deciding to draw it at the moment.
I think he's struggling. Just under the line, is he?
That's coming now.
He's holding it up with a little bit of weight that he's got.
Yeah,
Yeah,
quite well.
Jason. That little bit of weight that he had just held his line at the last bit to chill the jack there.
1 red. Gap is 3.5 inches.
Paul will not be able to see much from the mat.
Just dropping
Yeah,
short.
it's under. He'll have probably 2 goes at this though. Oh, Jason will try and put another one in.
Yeah, I think Jason will be looking for something similar on the forehand. Just try and draw next day's own one.
He works hard, Jason. There's no doubt about that. He's spent so many hours. He's the only one to get close to competing with David Gurley when it comes to the hours of practice he puts in.
Yeah, he's on. I know he told me he's been playing every single night at 10 o'clock at night. I think Jason's a little bit superstitious and he does the same things all the time, you know, which there's nothing wrong with that, but he's been on the carpet at 10 o'clock every single night.
David
Puts hours
Gurley's
in.
at 7 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah. Yeah, I've seen him on before that. He's been on at 6 o'clock, David. You know, puts the hours in it, and obviously David does not play as much as, you know, the majority of players that are in the top 16, so he's got to put the work in, but, and it's proved. I think David Gurley's played brilliant, you know, he's been here for probably about 10 or 12 days now, but I think David's been a bit one of the stickouts of the guys who's played the best so far.
Yes, I think so.
He's a class act when he's on form.
Well, trying for the draw again. Certainly on a much better line. All about pace now.
Has he got enough weight?
Nope, it's going to drop. Ooh, this
Not
is
like
Shots,
Paul.
chase and backs.
Perfect line, just did not have that 2 feet of weight.
Set score 3-5 after 5 ends.
See, maybe stopping quite quick out there tonight, David.
Yes, and I'll find
Yeah.
out pretty soon. I'll probably have 10 minutes on after this, but I suppose the conditions can change. It's going to get a bit cooler as well. Nighttime games, quite often that's the case.
Jack length 28 metres.
David Gurley was telling me he's a very much an early bird. He's up at 4:30 most mornings, taking the dog down for a walk. Are we down the beach?
Here at Potter's.
Fortunately, he lives in Spain. I don't think it'll be too good where you and I live.
No, not.
Let's put it that way. I'm pretty close to the beach, I have to say, but
Yeah, how the other half lived, David, isn't it?
Oh, I hear you. Yeah, that's
How the
right.
other half
Okay.
lived.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've got a beautiful place over in Barcelona. The sunshine. What, 8-9 months of the year,
5 inches.
maybe 10 months of the year, in fact. Just comes over to the UK every now and again to pick up titles. Comes and practices for 4 weeks and
And plays well.
plays fantastic.
And he's got a crack. That's that hold on the forehand, just not getting back. Well, you take yourself off to the Gold Coast, you'll feel better. And when is that?
I actually head off on Wednesday.
I have no sympathy for you.
So no, I'm looking forward to it. Back to Melbourne,
1 green.
north of Melbourne, to Moama Bowling Club. At present moment in time, it's 41 degrees, which I just do not like. It's too hot.
It's a bit out of the way, Moama.
It's a beautiful spot. Absolutely beautiful spot. And
Stunning country.
yeah, with beautiful people round about Moama Bowling Club. I think there's a few guys watching tonight. There's Kevin Anderson's, Peter
Really?
Campbell,
Oh, good.
Young Swanee. Yeah, they'll all be watching.
Been to Moama a few times.
I've been tuning in to the live feed on YouTube and on the BBC.
Some would argue the greatest country in the world. It gets voted as the best place to live in the world many, many times.
And bowling greens are
Australia
not
as
too bad
a
either.
country is fantastic.
Yeah, well played, Paul. Great shot here. Great shot.
Well, decision time.
2 green.
Yeah, I think it's the draw. I think
Has to be a forehand draw.
there's no connection apart from Paul's front green ball onto his other green ball, but I think he'll like to try and just draw in the forehand. Very difficult shot to play.
Yeah, the forehand does make sense, and the thing is, you can get onto that, yes, drop back for the shot. The difficulty is what really happened with this ball, and that's the one that just stayed out.
Yeah.
And
Jason has 2
he doesn't want to get caught on that by doing the same thing.
Yeah, I think he's just going to try and put it down the line with good weight and hope he gets the correct line just to come back to that green ball of Paul's. Just try and drop in at the back of the jack. But yeah, very difficult shot, but I can't see him playing anything else. I don't think there's anything on the backhand. He plays the backhand, so yeah, there you go, David. He's trying to find a gap between the two red balls.
Ooh, that's hard. I can understand why he's doing it, or at least trying it. You might hit this in a bit. Ooh, it was
Still too green, I think.
Yep.
2 green.
Yeah, needed to drop down one more time.
That was a difficult shot. Again, I think after he's bowling the forehand before, just held out 2 feet, and yeah, just put a doubt in your mind when you've got to play that hand. He thinks it's going to happen again, but sometimes you've just got to trust it and give it a chance. That's what Paul done previous with his third ball. Just drew 4 or 5 inches off the jack.
Well, he's
And
really
he's very
pushed this
similar
one out.
again. Oh, he's got that same line. See that? Virtually the
there it
same
is.
ball, and he's 2 feet wider.
It certainly looked
2
like
shots.
it was starting to bend back, and then it stopped. There's a characteristic, and Paul's just they're both
Set score,
talking about it.
3-7
And
after 6 ends.
He was probably a foot heavier than his previous ball, and that being that foot heavier just makes the ball hang out that little bit. Good pick up for Paul. 7-3 up, 3 ends to go. He's in
Yes.
a good position to win the second set.
25.5 metres.
needs to protect this end, the 7th end. He needs to protect it. Try and get the shot this end, and Jason will be chasing it.
Very good opener. That's what Paul was looking for here.
Well, for Jason's point of view, it's better to be on the deeper side. Oh, this is looking good. Just needs to run. It's in. Thought it was maybe a little bit quicker than that, but it stopped pretty fast.
Jason sticking to the forehand, just trying to drop 2 feet on his previous bowl here. He's not too bad here. If he just gets back to the jack, he's just not running.
Yeah, overcorrected. So easy to do.
Yeah, just
2 green.
taking too much off, but Paul's got a great opportunity here to get another good one in. Close the head down. We'll look for something similar, or will he change his hand? Yeah, he's changing over to the forehand. Trying to get that forehand first before Jason gets in. He's on a very good line. Just overplayed it just that little bit, but in a good receiving position there. That's a good ball.
2 green.
Although I think Paul will be a little bit disappointed with that. He would be hoping to get in front of the jack to make it a bit more difficult for Jason.
Oh, Jason has to score this end. This is looking much
Just needs
better.
to run, just not going to make it, is it? Just dropping back.
Dropping
Just one
away.
green, I think.
Yeah. Took one off.
Jason just needs to a little bit more in his last one just to keep the set.
Yeah, I think he has to play it, you know, just to draw, because honestly, if he loses this one, he's chasing the last 2 ends. 5 shots, he has to score.
He's looking at the contacts at the front to see if there's anything he can put onto the jack. He's got the best back ball.
Wow. Doesn't
Time
look.
out called.
It doesn't look
Jason
right
has one
unless
time out.
there is a shot, I suppose, if he wants to play
He
it.
gets his own red ball onto the jack.
Yeah, that one onto the jack, but I just wonder if he hits this one, will it take on the green ball? The green ball hits the jack, and the jack comes back here.
He's got 3 chances actually. The red one, or the plant, red on at the plant, or he's got, if he's underneath that one, he can get the green ball onto the jack. So he's got a couple of chances.
Yeah.
He's playing it. I thought maybe he played a bit more weight than that one.
It's not far away from it though. Close to the green one. Oh, will help.
Maybe 3 down.
That's worse.
That's why I thought he might have played more weight to try and move more of the balls away.
I don't think he had enough weight on it to do the damage if he had hit the plant properly anyway.
Yeah, looks like 3 shots.
1 conceded, Jason.
Yeah.
1 green, measure for second. Oh.
I think we'll call this as 2 green. Trying to make sure that the ball, when he removes it, so he can measure it. Yeah, that's it. Have to remove the one that's the shot ball, but you don't want the other green ball to get any closer. Perfect.
Yeah, you've got to have very steady hands for that.
There are many things I'm happy doing, but being out there with regards to being an umpire is just not one of them.
Yeah, the guys do a great job, so they do. The officials.
Said it many times, you might think you've got a good idea of how to do things, but under the pressure of the television and big crowds, and some of these decisions can be life-changing. Have to go back again. Yeah. I just have a feeling it's 2. Oh wow, that's, yeah.
2 shots, Paul Foster.
William Green, that was 2, but that was very close. And Jason knows that this set is probably gone now.
Yes, have to get 6 shots against Paul Foster in any game.
Jack,
Yeah, 2 inches to go.
5.5 metres.
First set, he managed 6 shots and 3 ends, so it's the 4th, 5th and 6th. He's got 2 ends this time. 5th he got 3, and the 6th he got 2. But Paul Foster's been a different player in the second set.
It's just the start that Paul wanted. First ball close. Makes it very difficult now for Jason to score any amount of shots at the moment. 3 inches behind the jack. It's not helping Jason too much.
No, the
Dropping
one thing
short.
he couldn't afford to be was short, although it's probably only about 14 inches short, but Paul will just try and close this down if he can. Try and move on to the tie break. There's another one going in.
And a great ball from Paul. Jason needs to try and change this up a little bit. Move, play forehand, chap and lie the green ball, or get his own ball onto the jack. Just going under. I thought he would have given that one a chance, just to give us, even if he's anything behind the jack would have been good, but now he's making himself very difficult to score
Yours.
the 3 shots he needs to take this game
3.5
any
inches
further.
short of jack high.
Yep. Start and have a look. You could take all the shots away if he plays the forehand and just turns the jack. That's what he's looking at.
Paul has 1 timeout remaining.
He was also looking to see if it's possible to remove the 2 green, and whilst it is, it's it's a tricky one.
Yeah. I think I'm just trying to drop inside the red one on the backhand. Anywhere just behind it'll be good.
Yep, happy enough to do that. I think Jason has to play this now, try and get the top edge of the green onto the other green. At the same time, you have to miss the jack. But
You know, he could also put the backhand and try and remove one green one with his 3rd ball. But you know, Paul still has got 1 to come.
he must be trying to draw this in the forehand then, is he?
He's chasing.
Oh, this is a hard shot.
He's got something. It's all in the result here.
Yeah. Well, not the worst
Not half a
position.
chance, but
1 green.
Paul will just be looking to draw something else in the air right here, just to stop Jason from taking that green ball away. Yeah, just beat the front red ball, and that's the set done, I think. Just needs to run. Is he reaching?
Nope. But he
Jason's
is
got half a
blocking.
chance.
He's not reaching, but he is blocking. And
Yes, 2 seconds.
if you're coming inside that green ball, you're running, or inside the front red one, you're running the green ball off, but you're not going to stay in the head. And that's where the problem. You go outside it, there's no chance of getting back. Yeah, always hard.
Tie break.
One shot,
Time.
second set, Paul Foster. Match tie break. First match tiebreak end. Paul won the toss and given the jack to Jason.
I was interested there just to see what would happen. Paul won the toss and he's given it to Jason, and wasn't sure if Paul would want to go short because he knows that Jason will go long, but the second set wasn't terribly successful.
Yeah, I think most players, well, there'd be a few players that maybe take the jack, but I know Paul always likes to have the last ball on a tie break. Yeah, I thought Jason might have went the full distance, the 29.5, because
Jack
I
left,
think Paul's had the better
27.5
of Jason in the last number of ends on the 27.5, 28 metres.
I thought he would have gone the full max as well, just to change the shape of things a little bit, just to get the arm behind it.
Yeah, Paul's kind of dictated to this 27.5 metres the last 4 or 5 ends, so I thought Jason might have just changed it up a little bit. First chance for Paul. Well played. Good start, Paul. Well played.
That's why we thought he might have pushed the jack to 29.5. Been losing the first ball.
2.5 inches.
Yeah, I just feel Jason's kind of scratched about at that length the last 3 or 4 ends, and Paul's kind of always got in front of Jason at this distance, so yeah, I'm very surprised he did not go the 29.5 metres.
Yep. Close with this. Got it.
Good correction from his first one, dropped at 2 feet.
Big
One green.
correction. Still one to green. That surprises me, but
Yes, 1 inch short.
That's a good ball, Paul. Any movement on the jack from Jason?
it's an interesting one here because the tiebreak is different. To win the set or to win the end, you don't have to have any accumulated shots, and you're almost tempted to say, you know what, I'm going to hit this and take it out. But if he draws it and he touches the jack, it's going to green.
Yeah, I just think he was trying to get the outside of his own ball here. Same kind of shot as his previous ball, just to knock his own ball down for shot. He's not far away, just a little bit pacey.
As soon as you know what it's like. Not like you put a yard on there and it'll hold off all day.
Yeah, sometimes the better option would be just to run it. I'll get his red ball on at the 2 green, or get the jack on the respot and
Yeah, just take your chances.
Take your chance. Yep, he's not got much with his last one. I think Paul will be running for maybe cover here.
Still can't kill the end. That doesn't happen until the third end of the tie break. Paul doing the right thing.
Yeah, I think Jason's got no other option apart from just to draw the shot here in the forehand, just to try and rock his own ball down.
It's a 50-50, isn't it?
Yeah, just needs to play this with good weight.
Well, if he does drive it, it's going to be,
He's
difficult.
one down on the spot.
Well, he's playing the runner. Oh, that looks under. Does it? Is this holding? That's Paul's ball out there. Yep. That's why he needed to do it with a third ball, not leave it to the last.
First end, Paul Foster.
Strange choice of shot from Jason there, but yeah, I think that's what he should have done with his third ball to give himself a chance with his last one.
No, he just left it a ball too late.
Yep.
That was all.
Paul had all the position there. I think he must have just been trying to get his own ball onto the green ball and stay.
So for the first time in this match, Paul Foster is in the lead.
Jack length 25 metres.
He's taken 19 ends, effectively.
Yeah, great start from Paul.
Both these,
Brilliant start.
not even both the hands, actually all of the hands, all four are very weight dependent. Jason's just going over to have a look at the monitor for a moment.
Wow.
Yeah, well, we've seen it many times before. Going for the runner with the first ball, players do this. Jack and the, well, yeah, that's okay. Taking the green ball away, Paul will replace that.
To be fair to Jason there, I think I would have done the same in the same situation.
Yeah.
You know, he struggled on that forehand. So yeah, he's given himself a great chance now that he's lifted Paul's ball away and moved the jack a little bit.
Yes, and he wasn't far away from binning it.
As Paul does, he's putting another one in. Well played, Paul. Great shot. I think
Move right.
he'll go again, you think, David?
Oh yeah, he'll go again. I think he has to. No point in even trying to draw that off, because as soon as you put the extra weight on, it'll hold off. Doesn't matter which way he plays it.
Yep, he's going again.
Well, that's very controlled weight. Looking to get down too high. All right, Paul.
Yes, yours is Jack high.
I think Paul's got to try and find the centre here.
Yeah. Needs another ball in there either way. Just doesn't want to frame it. Well, he's going deep. He's happy enough to do that at the moment. Oh, that's as good as it gets. Dear me.
Yeah, that'll put a doubt in Jason's mind now on what to do.
Oh, he'll still go again. Go for the ball.
I think he's got to go in the backhand now.
Yeah.
If he gets a split between ball and jack, he can go right in with it. And the jack is off centre line, which I think will help Jason because there is a run there on the backhand. And it could help him.
If he goes to forehand, chances are that...
Timeout called. Jason has one timeout remaining.
you know, he'll get the jack against the green ball and it could go anywhere.
No, good forehand. That must be his favoured hand on his... With his running shots, he must prefer his forehand.
He's changed
Changing
again onto the back. If it's going to backhand, he'll go quicker.
It's the shot to play, I think. Split between ball and jack. It goes right with the jack. No,
Nope.
doesn't like it.
Nope.
Turned his back on it.
He's under it. He's not even doing anything with the back green when he's in deep trouble here. He's going to end up with a shot just to try and reach the green ball. I think Paul Foster needs another one in though. Got everything covered. Yep, he's trying to pop another one in. Doesn't really want to land beside it, but actually that's quite clever.
Yeah, I don't think Jason will be as wide as that. I think he's got to play the same shot again.
Yeah, that's quite a clever ball by Paul Foster, because if he'd have been beside it or directly behind it, Jason could have taken 2 balls out.
Got to play the same again.
Timeout call.
Split between ball and jack's his only chance.
No timeouts remaining.
Unless he plays it with 2 yards over it and just try and land the ball.
Try and pluck the ball and stay. Oh, he's on the forehand. Wow.
He's in
Close.
the area.
Got the jack. No, has he been in it the right way? He has.
What a shot, Jason Banks.
Wow. What a ball.
And that's what I'm surprised Paul just did not try to cover that side of the rink rather than play one shot. I think Paul must have been trying to draw a shot and be in the line at the same time to stop Jason playing that shot, but he was just a fraction high.
He might even worry just about the ball going out clean, because I think Jason had the second shot. But my goodness me, he played this well. Oof. Well, the tension continues.
He's went slightly longer this time than what he's been previous. I think he's
29 metres.
yeah, 29 metres this time.
I think that's a good idea.
Yeah, to change it a little bit.
And of course, we're in a situation now where you can nominate to kill the end. Kill it once, each player, but you can nominate as often as you wish. The only thing is, you don't want to be short unless you're very close to the jack. It's a good starter. More important, he's in behind it. Oh, he's close. He needs to run though. Oh. You normally think about the third end of the tiebreak being full of tension and pressure, but
Gap
what?
on the shot bowl is 2.5
Three
inches.
great
Fantastic
balls.
reply after Paul's first ball within 4 inches. Jason's beat it.
Yeah, he might be going for this just to try and disturb it. Yep, he is.
Needs to be, he is into something.
Got the edge of the closest one, but the back one was pretty close too.
Certainly better than what it was. He's got the best back one as well.
Best back one and a toucher in the ditch.
What's Jason do?
Oh, I think he has to go deep here, and I'm not even sure if the respot's any good to him, because Paul will nominate to kill it.
Yeah, he's got to get a ball round about the spot or 2 feet past the spot.
Yeah, pushed it well out.
Is he running? Is he far enough?
I think he's far enough for the respot. Yeah, well,
I think Paul will draw this. I think Paul will try and draw the shot. We all know how good this man is at drawing
yes,
shots
under
within inches
pressure.
of the jack,
Yeah.
especially under pressure. He'll not be far away here.
And he's on his backhand as well. The favoured hand of
Yep.
the two.
He will not be far away.
He seemed to get it away okay.
He just needs to run. He's on the line. If he's running, he's good.
Oh, he's very close. Will it run? Not quite.
Just dropped back. Another 3 or 4 inches. And he was shot there.
This is a difficult one for Jason, because if he tries to get close in the forehand, he could make it just so much easier for Paul Foster. You don't want to leave it. He can put a foot on his last bowl, and that would be a typical Paul Foster bowl.
Well, I think if that was me, I would have been playing the backhand draw to try and get in there first.
Yeah.
I know you can leave a catch just sitting his own red ball, but Paul's got he's got a decision to make now. Does he play the ball away and get the jack, or does he draw a dead shot? I think he's got to go for this.
Well, he's got the back position, so he could nominate the kill.
Well, see, Jason's got the spot.
Yeah, but everything at the back
Ball
after
is
that
nominated to
is
kill.
Paul's.
His next ball.
Yep,
Yes.
nominate the
He's
kill,
gone
and if he
for the
gets the ball, good enough. I don't think he can get the jack
Into the ditch.
Time out.
in the ditch where it's sitting.
One time out, mate.
I think it's more than likely going to bounce off the back ball, but that's where the kill
Yeah,
will
I
come
think
in.
he's got to run it. Edge the ball away for the match. Get the jack. Kill the end and replay it.
Yeah. So 2 choices really:
Yep.
draw it or kill it.
He's
If
playing
he
with
gets the
weight.
ball, that's good enough. Yep. Playing the runner. He's very interested.
Is he getting back?
Oh, he's close.
He's got it.
He's
What a
got it.
shot, Paul Foster.
Oh no, he's got the jack.
That's unbelievable.
Oh my goodness me.
He didn't look near the jack. I thought he was struggling down to get to the ball, but swung a lot at the very end just to clip the jack.
Wow.
Very, very unfortunate, but to be fair to Jason, he played a good last end.
He played a great last end. And Paul Foster tried everything in his armoury. Stopped Jason Banks getting what he needed. He had to get the ball clean, but he got a flick on the edge of the jack. And Jason Banks is through, and yeah, well, you're talking about fractions. It's a game of small margins, isn't it, Alec?
Yeah, you know, to be fair, sitting up in the commentary box, I had the perfect line of Paul's last ball, and I think Paul actually thought for 1 second, was he going to get back enough to get to the ball? And it swung more than he thought, and he's clipped the jack before he's got the back ball. And you know, obviously Jason scored on the jack was just not too far away from the the respot. But what great balls played. But yeah, Jason chases the treble.
Yeah, and he kept his nerve, lost in the second set fairly comfortably, 10-3, fought back, and it was a fascinating tie break, there's no doubt about that.
Well, what a great game that was. So I'm afraid that is all we have time for today. So until tomorrow, goodbye for now.